FreedomToons. Y'all know him. First off, anything with the name freedom or like liberty or anything like that in it, you know it's bullshit. It's bullshit from the start. Anyone who like advertises themselves like that, they're full of shit. So what he does, he uses these really weird animations to dunk on the left and basically jerk off people like Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro destroys liberal. The Fable of Jordan Peterson. What Hillary supporters believe. A brief history of socialism. Yeah, alright. Okay. So, the one we're going to look at today is just the first one here. Fighting Nazis then and now. I saw this like a year ago. Someone sent it to me. They were like, you should take a look at FreedomToons. You should annihilate him. And then it was like, oh my god, I feel my brain dying. This guy's making some of the stupidest arguments I've ever heard. So, we're going to do that right now together. Alright, you fucking fuck. Let's do this. I'm fucking ready for you.
FreedomToons.
Stop Kenyan economics now? What the fuck?
Okay, folks, so as you know, Nazism is on the rise and we need to stop them, which is why I've invented a time machine to bring back the people who defeated Nazism in the first place.
Are we sure we want to do this? I forgot the name of the person who emailed this to me in the first place. I hope you're watching this. I hope you're happy. We begin with these beautiful strawmen. Straw envies. Okay, we're gonna talk like that. That's why the one character is gonna talk with red hair. And this one's got purple hair. Purple hair. Oh my god. Purple hair, shaved side of the head, and a hairy chest. That is... yikes. This animator's definitely not got some weird hang-ups on how attractive they find trans people. Alright, let's go!
Perfect! Yes!
Hey, this ain't Normandy.
What gives? What year is it?
It's 2018!
Cringe.
Why did you say that so weird?
Sorry, force of habit. We brought you to the future because
get it.
Nazism is on the rise in the US, and our president is sympathetic to them!
What?
Here's a pamphlet with all his...
Oh, this is so painful. It's Trump's face. I mean, he was, though. The obvious thing was, after Charlottesville, which was a Unite the Right rally organized by actual Nazis, then he was like, there's very fine people on both sides. In addition to the whole, you know, I actually understand political theory, and yeah, he is. Trump easily was a fascist, like, through and through. He hit on nearly almost everything in Umberto Eco's fascism. It is a slightly different distinction from someone being a Nazi, though. Of course, this is not meant to engage with the point, seriously.
with all his positions.
This fella's disgusting.
Grab him by the pussy.
Right?
This boyfriend thinks two men can get married!
I don't think that was in Trump's positions. Oh no, he's going that route, is he? In 2000, Trump stated his belief is that marriage is between a man and a woman. At the beginning of his 2016 presidential campaign, Trump continued to oppose same-sex marriage. There you go. In January 2016, when asked about the landmark Supreme Court ruling in Obergefell v. Hodges, which had legalized same-sex marriage nationwide, Trump said he would strongly consider appointing conservative Supreme Court justices who would overturn the ruling, arguing that it was a matter that should be left to the states to decide instead. Okay, so fuck you, FreedomToons. That's not even what Trump's actual position was. He held up the LGBTQ flag for Trump. Yep, wow. Okay, left wing destroyed. Congratulations. We're in the new Die Hard universe. Also, LGBT people were fucking genocided in the Holocaust, and it's kind of disgusting that FreedomToons is just conflating them with Nazism.
What?
And that a man who cuts his dongle off is a woman?
Oh, wow. Okay. The Trump campaign has never said any single positive thing about trans people, okay? This one is new to me. Aside from holding up the flag, man that cuts his dongle off is a woman. What a disgusting way of putting it, man. I've been working on a video. I've been working on several videos. I've been working on one, every anti-LGBT thing that the Trump administration has done. The intent behind that is it's just one big giant list of every single thing I could find and source. So every time you hear someone say another dumbass bullshit claim like we just heard here, you can link my video to them and say, yo, you're full of shit, you fucking fuck.
Sounds more like a commie to me, but hey, same difference. I'll kill either one.
That's not that opinion of communism in the United States during the 1940s was not quite as negative as it was. He hates fascism and communism? I don't think so. People like to talk about, oh, USSR was horrible. Oh, Stalin bad. All this stuff didn't happen yet. Correction. Stuff like the Holodomor did happen, but the Cold War didn't. That's what I meant to say.
Sounds more like a commie to me.
Allowing gay marriage and trans people is communist.
That's not what's bad about him.
It gets worse. What else are these Nazis doing?
They believe there are only 2 genders.
Oh god. This has 2.6 billion views and 200,000 upvotes. I think the United States has like a problem with our drinking water. There's like a lot of lead in it, and some people are just, their brains just don't work right. I really do feel that way, especially when I interact with stuff like this.
Well, of course there's more than 2
What does that even have to do?
genders. Thank goodness. Yeah, the Russians have their gender, the Germans have their gender, the Japanese have their gender. Everybody's got an agenda.
No, not agenda.
Cringe.
Gender.
What the hell is gender?
Oh man, this is so bad. Modern English word gender comes from Middle English gender. They had the word gender back in the 1940s.
Sounds like some kind of phony word popularized in the 50s to create a false distinction between one identity and their biological sex. Am I in a ballpark here?
Oh, okay. I don't even have an argument against that. Okay, we can just extrapolate from that the guy writing this has some issues with trans people. Plot twist, the soldiers are actually based and recognize that gender is made up. That would be sick. Made up in the 50s? We just did a Google search and it came from Middle English. Like we did earlier, Ben Shapiro just conflates the two back and forth. And now this guy's taking a different approach. Instead of conflating the two, he's saying, no, actually, gender doesn't exist. It's made up. But not made up in a socially constructed way that you can be whatever you want. But no, you have to be man and a woman.
Your sex is whether you're male or female, but your gender is how you identify. So if you were born a man but want to become a woman, your gender identity is as a woman and you therefore are a woman. Know what?
This is so strange.
Think men can be women.
Well, that's the biggest crock of nonsense I ever heard.
Yeah, none of this sounds like Nazism to me.
I'm so confused.
He wants people to pay for their own birth control.
Oh no! Yeah, birth control is legal?
They had birth control back then. Like, they had condoms back then. Inventor Charles Goodyear, that's the Goodyear tire guy, discovered rubber vulcanization technology, which led to the creation of the first rubber condoms in 1855. So that's just like the first kind of birth control. The female birth control pill wasn't invented until like the 1950s, yeah. In 1950, Planned Parenthood Federation of America and Gregory Pincus and John Rock created the first birth control pills. They did not become widely available until the 1960s. So this guy wouldn't have even known what it was. The only thing he would have known was that condoms existed. This is such a bad video. He wants people to pay for their own birth control? I'm not familiar with that one. I'm not familiar with that claim against Donald Trump. I realized that a lot of conservatives, they don't even understand what the arguments against them are. This is how fucking out of touch this guy is. Wants people to pay for their own birth control, and therefore he's a Nazi. What the fuck are you talking about? See this?
Birth control is legal?
That's them going, triggered SJ-Dub.
The guys who defeated Nazism are such Nazis.
None of that is Nazis. We're this far in, and it's like, oh, Nazis. You gonna talk about Jews at all, maybe? No. That's kind of an important part of the Nazi Party's ideology. The Jews, the Romas, Romani people, and all these other subversives are destroying our Western civilization. They didn't mention any of that, because that's inconvenient. These straw men here, straw envies, he can't give them that argument because that would make them actually look coherent. He can't have that in his video.
I don't like you pinkos going around telling people you're fighting Nazis.
Okay, I think the thesis he's trying to get is that certain people are calling everyone Nazis, but now he's doing this, you pinkos, he's doing this thing calling them commies. It's just the same.
Telling people you're fighting Nazis just because you berate everyone you disagree with. You've never fought a Nazi in your life, and to claim otherwise is stolen valor.
No, they wouldn't have fucking cared about this.
Yeah, and you know what? When actual Nazis come around, no one's gonna want to fight them anymore, because you guys keep crying wolf.
Now let's go
That's not how it works.
back and win ourselves a war.
You know, I almost don't want to anymore. We need you.
We need to say you're on our side so we can convince the greater whole of society to accept violence against
Okay, I'm sorry. Your audio fucking sucks here and it's fucking annoying.
dissidents who stand in the way of the social order we seek to establish.
FreedomToons is not good at writing out arguments. Holy shit. How does anyone like this?
And how exactly are they the Nazis?
Because I call them Nazis.
Well, you call men women, so...
Nice! Very nice. Very nice. Had to get one final jab in against trans people.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. FreedomToons is almost entirely fan-funded, so if you enjoyed this video, please consider donating at patreon.com/freedomtoons.
Yeah, don't fucking do that, okay? How many people give this loser money? I'm gonna be depressed, aren't I? 683 patrons, 2,800 a month. That is significantly less than I was expecting, if I'm being honest. 500,000 subscribers, 600 patrons. That's not very good. I'm not as depressed as I was expecting. So what do we think? This guy doesn't like trans people, does he? We can reach that conclusion, don't you think? He's giving me enough evidence to inductively reason this. Freedom. Yeah. Like I said, every time someone's got a word like that in their title, don't believe them. It's like Palpatine going, I love democracy. Unlike FreedomToons, I actually do love democracy and freedom. I'm going to give my thanks to the December patron backers. Dios, Elsie Hup, George, Jari Pulamo, Laura Day, and Mellow Cheddar. So there, I did it. We did a FreedomToons video. Do you feel better? I don't. This video might get removed for self-harm. Don't wind up like FreedomToons. Don't drink your tap water.